to enemy! Sergeants, take command!
Now, what is the name of a 6-mile-wide vertical strip of land that runs north to south? Well, let's go back to our picture, if you will, graph paper. Washington Jefferson, very intelligent people, but they made a couple of mistakes. We all know from dealing with graph paper that those things that go across the paper parallel to the x-axis are rows. But Washington Jefferson called those tiers, like tiers on a wedding cake. Now we know what goes up and down graph paper are called columns, parallel to the y-axis. Well, Washington Jefferson messed up. They called those ranges. Now when they named these, and used a numbering system to name them, very simply, they went, the first one was range 1, whichever direction you went. So if it was parallel to the principal meridian, the y-axis, the first one to the east was range 1 east. Now the first one to the west was range 1 west. Very simple. The second one to the east is range 2 east. The third to the east is range 3 east, etc. Now, parallel to the baseline, they call these tiers. So the first this first 6-mile wide strip of dirt parallel to the baseline was tier 1. If it's south, it's tier 1 south. First one to the north is tier 1 north. But it asked here, what is the name of the 6-mile wide vertical strip? Runs north and south. So the ones that run north and south are called ranges. And located immediately east of the first one east of the meridian would be range 1 east. Okay. Now, what does not apply? Section. Well, let's go back and figure out what is a section of land. This is from the government survey method. We have our tiers and our ranges. Tier is a 6-mile wide strip of land running parallel to the baseline east to the west. So, a range is a 6-mile wide strip of land running vertically north to south.
Yeah,
Parallel to the front meridian. Where a tier and a range intersect, we have what's called a township. We have a square of dirt measuring 6 miles by 6 miles, containing 36 square miles. Now, they cut this into 1 square mile pieces called a section. Each section is numbered, and they use a numbering pattern, which is a serpentine, starting in the upper right-hand corner. It's actually named with the strapodon as a number. But number 1 will always be in the upper right-hand corner, and you just go in a serpentine of 6s to number the section. So a section is 1 square mile. It would be 136 to the standard township. It would contain 640 acres. 140 acres, 1 square mile. All right, so let's see if this helps us. Which statement does not apply? Section of land. We'll start with E. Is 136 to the township? True. C is a square measuring 1 mile by 1 mile? Also true. B, I'm going to leave B alone for a minute here. I'm going to go to A and say contains 460 acres. That is wrong. It contains 640 acres. So I know A is false. I know C and D are true. Remember what I said, there's no be one unequivocal correct answer. I've got 2 truths. One I know is false, and one I'm unsure of. It's going to go with the majority. B is also true. Multiply out 640 times 43,560. You'll get 27,878,400 square feet, or a lot of grass. It is the false statement. This is one that does not apply. Section 29. Township 3 South, Range 4 East commences. Starts. Well, this one you're going to have to draw out. So, let's take a look. Here is the baseline. That's the baseline. Here is principal rate. Now, we are in T3 South, 1, 2, 3, Range 4 East. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in this township. Now, first, how wide is each one of these tiers? 6 miles. So between this line and this line, we have 6 miles. Between this line and this line, we have 6 miles. So this top line right here, the bottom of Tier 2 South, Tier 3 South, is 12 miles south of the baseline. Each one of these sections is 1 mile. This is where section 29 is located in this township. We have 12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. That makes 16 miles south of the baseline. Now, we are in range 4, so we have 3 complete ranges between us and the principal meridian. 3 ranges being each 6 miles wide, 18 miles. But we're not on this edge. That would be section 30. Section 30 is 1 mile wide. We've got 18 miles plus 1, or 19 miles east from meridian. So we're 16 miles south of the baseline, 19 miles east from meridian, will actually put us on that upper corner right there. Let's go back and see. We have one of those as our choice. No, we have 18 miles south. No, we're only 16 miles. 18 miles east of meridian. No, we are 19 miles because of the 1 mile through section 30. 24 miles south, that would be putting us, 4 times 6, that'd be at the bottom of the folk town. So, the only correct answer, C here, 19 miles east of meridian. If you had one that said 16 miles south of the line, that would be correct. Which section is immediately south of section 15 within a township? township. Well, we start numbers in the right-hand corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drop down 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Drop down 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then drop down again 19, 20, 21, 22. Now to get this, I actually probably have to number the section in township. But if you remember that number 1 is in the upper right-hand corner, and it is a certainty of 6s, so you can figure this out. If that's question 75, you answer it correctly, you get a license. You don't, you don't. I think it's worth drawing that grid out to figure it out. So south or below section 15 is section 22. Correct answer. Now number 33. Which describes the parcel of land located in the lower left-hand corner of the section? So let's go back and take a look at this section. A section contains 640 acres. Now, you can take that section, that square, and cut it into 4 quarters by an imaginary line running east and west through the center of it, and an imaginary line running north and south. So we are either in the northeast quarter of the section, the northwest quarter of the section, the southwest quarter of the section, or the southeast quarter of the section. Now, if the entire section contains 640 acres, each quarter of the section would contain 160 acres. So caveat, 160 acres, the maximum homestead outside of municipality. Quarter of the section. Well, that went so well that you take that 1/4 of the section, and we'll say lower left hand. So lower would be south, left would be west. So let's go to the southwest quarter of the section. Would contain 160 acres. Well, let's take that 160 acres and cut it into 4 sections. So what we're doing is actually called aliquot park. We could be in a northeast quarter of the southwest quarter. We could be in the northwest quarter of the southwest quarter. We could be in the southwest quarter of the southwest quarter, or the southeast quarter. Well, to stay lower left hand, you're going to have to go southwest. So the southwest quarter of the southwest quarter would now contain a fourth of 160, or 160 divided by 4, 40 acres.